Hey, what's up, guys? It's Navarro, head trader at Penny Stocks Club 13. It's Thursday, December 10th, 2020. And in this video, we're going to talk about a couple of trades straight off of the free watch list from www.PSC13.com, guys, weekly watch lists, which, by the way, I will be changing the name to PSC13 watch list. I think it's time to change that up. No specific reason, but I believe it's just a little more catchy. Anyways, we're going to talk about those, and also we're going to talk about some of the swing trades that since yesterday I wasn't able to record a video. I was out with the family just enjoying those that Christmas lights festival here down in South Texas, the South Pole of Texas, I believe, something like that. Just a beautiful night out with the family, guys. I really enjoyed it. Hope everybody does something similar, whether you celebrate Christmas or not, but you know, just have a good quality time with the family. Let's get right to it, guys. Before though, hit that like and subscribe if you haven't done so. Really appreciate it. That way I can keep up putting more content for you all. So what were the trades from the watch list? So the first one we're going to talk about is FPAY, guys. FPAY, I was doing some technicals last night once we got back from that light festival, and I stumbled up on FPAY. It caught my eye right away. I saw the pattern on the daily chart right here, this pattern here, this consolidation here, and I said, oh my goodness, this is so good. It's got higher lows. It's looking really good. I started looking for the most important breakout level, which was the 230, and then I said, okay, well, that's great. And here is something to add on to your knowledge if you're a beginner trader. If you're an experienced trader and you know this, great. I mean, maybe you can confirm it. But what you need to look for when you're a beginner trader and you're looking for the best return for your investment, then you have to make sure before you go into a trade is, am I going to get a good deal if I go into this trade? Is my money gonna make a good return versus the time invested in it? So if you end up asking yourself that, and then you make your technicals, you create your trade plan, and it gives you the return that you're looking for, then definitely go ahead and get into it, guys. Again, trading and executing your plan exactly as you planned it. Whether you win or lose, remember, a trade plan, that's what it's called, a plan. You've got your exit if it fails, you've got your profit taken if it works, and you've got your entry. So in this case, the 230 level was important because of where it was being rejected, right? Now, I was saying to myself, if I enter this trade, will it give me the return that I'm looking for almost immediately? Will I be getting it? If not on a day trade, maybe on a swing trade from one day to the next, will it be worth my investment? So then I started looking for levels here, and you know, you can see this little level here at 250, which typically that whole dollar, that half dollar, it's always going to be psychological support and resistance, always. And I started looking at this pattern over here, and I said, okay, well, I got that 280, but I don't think it's going to get there. I mean, it's just not going to get there. So I decided to base my trade off of the support levels here at 275. So that was my plan, 275 exit, profit taking. Right? Now I did go to 277, 278. It kind of tested that 280, but I based it off of the 275, which worked out perfectly, guys. Now, yes, okay, so I'm talking about, is it worth the return on investment? I already just gave you my entry 230, my exit or my profit taking at 275, which worked out perfectly, and that's fine. The return here, you always check, okay, my profit target, if I do a day trade or a swing trade, a 1 or 2 day swing trade, let's see, from 230 to 275, it's giving me a 19% return, which is definitely worth my investment. At PSC13.com, we look for 5 to 10% return minimum, but we look for those breakouts, guys. We love the breakouts. Like I mentioned, this week we got RCON 100% return, 98% return to be exact. We had CIDM over 40% return. Right now, this one 20% return, and that's why knowing what you're trading and if the return on investment is there, that's why doing technicals is so critical. That's why planning is so critical, because you want to get into a stock that's going to give you the proper return on your investment. The risk to reward ratio has to be there as well, right? So let's go look at the risk versus reward on the 1 day 3 minute on this one. So let's go to the 5 day 15, guys. So basically you see the 230 level there where there's a rejection. So I said, okay, over 230, that's my entry. At 230, actually, that's where we entered. And where is my stop loss going to be? So on this one, I was just looking at a level where, okay, where is it getting rejected? Where is it showing support? So I can see support there. I can see rejection there. It got rejected right there. Then I see that straddling right there. So I said, you know what? I'm just going to go with a 220. And again, you can go lower, because remember that this is just based on my risk tolerance. I said, if it's going to work on the breakout out of this flagging pattern, of this ascending wedge pattern, it's going to work. If it comes below 220, I'm not going to be trying to hold and hope it comes back up. I'm just going to cut it. If it comes back up, then I'll jump back in. But I'm not going to be messing around with this one. It's either going to work or it's not. And it worked. And thankfully, we got lucky that it also had a catalyst, because they were upgraded to a buy rating. And that's really what got all this volume into it. And I believe it's got more continuation. I'm still holding a few shares here. I did take profit at 275. And I'm holding this one on my smaller account, on a full position on my smaller account though. But that's how I plan to trade, guys. So what's the risk to reward ratio? Okay, so from 230, let me change the tool. From 230 down to 220, guys, that's a 4.5% loss versus what we got to 275, a 19% return. So there's your risk to reward ratio. Perfect entry, perfect exit, and locked in profits, money in my pocket. Guys, that's, again, I know I already made a video on how to plan the trade. This one was just another one, just a perfect plan. It just worked out perfectly. And I believe it does have more continuation, guys. We'll see what happens tomorrow. FPAY, again, this one was from the PSC13 watch list on www.psc13.com. Go ahead and check it out, guys. Let's go to the next one. 1 year, 1 day. And another one from the watch list, RAIL. Okay, now this one I'm going to talk to you about my plan and how it changed today. And so this one, the way I planned this one, I had to go through the 3 year 1 week, and I had to base this one off of this level right here, which was actually right here, this level right here. I said, okay, it's not gonna get to 360. I gotta go with a $0.50, 350. So that's how I based off my entry and exit. Now my entry here was a little different though. Let's go to the 1 year, 1 day. So here's the 1 year, 1 day. I had a planned entry at 3. I wanted to break that whole dollar. I wanted it to break that whole dollar. But today it gave us a different setup, and the entry changed, the exit didn't. And let's go ahead and check that out. 1 day, 3 minute. So here are my technicals. Let me clear all of this so that we can go ahead and discuss it. So if you see this breakout, you want to jump in over here, and then you have to wait on the pullback and all of that. You're underwater for a while. That's not the way to trade, guys. So it breaks out. You got to let the pattern develop, right? So what's the pattern here? Well, it's a matter of perspective. And here, there's two ways you can see it. It really doesn't matter. Both of them work. It doesn't matter. The process is the same. The thought process, the pattern process is the same. In my opinion, again, in my opinion, this one, you could have seen it like this. Whoa, didn't catch on. There you go. and like that. So you got your A, B, C, D pattern, right? Or, well, let's leave that on there. You could have seen it as a descending wedge or a flag pattern, right? A flag pattern. Now, how do you trade these, guys? How do you trade this? Well, you got to let the pattern develop, and then let's go ahead and so as the pattern is developing, you can draw your line, right? You can draw your line. Once it breaks out of this line, then you can place an entry somewhere here. For example, this candle, this is where I got an entry at 275. And I already had my exit. Again, it's on the watch list, but my entry in my watch list was at 3. Again, because today it started breaking out, that changed. So your plan can change. Don't be afraid to change your plan. Don't be afraid to change your entry, especially down here. This one's a way better entry than 3. So it was a no-brainer, and look at the move. Okay, so that's what happened here. And yeah, it almost got that to that 350. It didn't get there. And like I tell the team, my team members at w.psc13.com is, if I have an exit, a profit target at whatever level, let's say in this case it is 350. It does not mean it's going to get there. That's probably just the highest, the top of the move. It does not mean it's going to get there. So we got to start taking some profits as it's getting there, right, on its move up. So you can start taking profits at 340, 345, and maybe 348, 349, right? So I took profits at 345 on the anticipation that it might just get rejected. Now, not only that, but just look at this crazy move. I mean, what are the odds that it's just going to continue going parabolic? Because this is a parabolic move. It's very rare, guys. And you just got to lock in profits when you have them. And I keep saying that, and I will continue saying it. And I hope that by repeating myself, it sinks in, and you take profits and not be greedy, and be grateful that the market gave you something, and just take it, whether it was $5, $10, $20, whatever it is. In my case, I like return percentages. I don't care about the money. I could very easily have traded just with $100 here and gotten, what was the return here? 275. And gotten the 25% return. That's on $100. That's $25. I'll be very happy with $25. But it sounds way better when I say 25%, because if you're starting with an account that's $100, you just increase your account by 25%. And that's what matters. How much percentage has your account grown? Not how much in money wise. That to me really doesn't matter. Because with one trade, like I said, if I can get that 25% return, that's awesome. That is awesome. Okay, on any dollar amount. So that is what matters, guys, the percentage return. So our AAL rail from the watch list. Now I'm gonna go ahead and quickly go over what we're holding, what we're expecting, and then we'll wrap it up like that, guys. So what are we holding? We're holding CSAN from yesterday. Again, I didn't get to make a video yesterday, but we got a position. We started a position yesterday, and what I'm looking for here is for the break of this 50 EMA. You got this what is it? The 80-cent level, right, where you've got this big gap down, and from here, that's probably some profit taking or first profit target. Then you've got this 180 SMA to deal with, a second profit target, and maybe leave some writing for a gap fill. Does not mean it's going to fill all the way up here. Probably one, and then come back down if it ever takes off. I mean, that's just, again, this is just an idea, something that might happen, but that's how you start planning your profit targets. CSAN, other one, GTE. This one was from yesterday, and I was telling them, you know what, let's just wait for that 3-bar play, and we did. So we were waiting for that 3-bar play. Entered today at 37, added at 38. Let's go ahead and check the 1-day 3-minute, and look at what it's doing after hours, guys. It's already breaking out. Our entry was at 38. Well, averaged up to 37.50. Remember, I entered on this little flag pattern here. I entered at 37. I added at 38. So I averaged up to 37.50, somewhere around there. And right now it's at around 43 cents. That's a 14% return, guys. So GTE, swing trade for tomorrow along with CSAN. Also, we're swing trading SLRX. SLRX made this move. I did take an entry at 130. Then it almost triggered me out, but I said, you know what, let's just wait for power hours, see what it's going to do. Looks like it found support at that 170, 117, 118 area. and then it started coming back up. But let's look at the daily, guys. It's just a perfect swing trading pattern, and I do have the little flag pattern. That's a continuation pattern, so that's the reason that we're in it for a swing trade, because of that continuation pattern. So hopefully tomorrow it'll just give us a good chunk return. We'll see what happens. In any case, we're in it, and win or lose, that's a risk you got to take, right? This is a risk business. It's risk management, and we'll be ready to cut it if it doesn't work. We'll be ready to take profits if it works. SLRX. And the last one that we're holding, guys, SENS, again from the watch list. SENS, guys, so we're playing this one. We took an entry, a starting position. We'll be adding. So what we're playing here, guys, again, a free lesson here on technicals. You got your little cup, possible cup and handle, guys. So that is it for today, guys. Hope this helps you. These are just some patterns, some trade ideas. And again, if you want to have more knowledge, something like this, if you couldn't see this pattern and where did this come from, how did he see this? Well, guys, join our trading community. Be part of something special, guys. Start growing your knowledge. Go ahead and visit www.PSC13.com. Check out our trading plans, guys. I promise you, you're not going to regret it. There's a lot of educational content there. You'll get a lot of educational content during the trading day. I provide you with what's going on with the trade. You'll get first-hand knowledge, first-hand advice as far as what I see in the trade, the pattern that's developing, the pattern that I expect to develop, the breakout levels, the stop-out levels. You get everything, guys, and and I hope that the members that watch this, the PSC13 members that watch this video, can go ahead and talk a little bit on the comments on the YouTube down below as far as their learning experience and what they've gained out of being members in this community, which is basically what it's about learning, growing as a trader, and being part of a community where you're going to be supported whether you win or lose. And of course, our goal is to grow our account and win, and I'm hoping that that's what everybody's goal is here, whoever's listening. And because I know the members in my team, that's what they want. They want to grow as traders, and I hope they are growing, because they have shown today that they are. They've just been amazing, and I couldn't be any happier, guys. So again, we'll catch you in the next one.